Welcome back to Magic Untapped here on YouTube. I am Barry White. Did you know that the Innistrad block owes a bunch of credit to the lessons learned from the Zendikar block a couple of years prior? In specific, I'm talking about the lessons learned from the set Rise of the Eldrazi. Here's more from Magic the Gathering head designer Mark Rosewater.
So the original plan was it was going to be large set, small set somewhere else, then Innistrad in the third set. And then at some point they said, oh, we're doing Gothic Horror. Kind of cool to come out during October, like during Halloween. So I remember Bill coming to me and goes, do you think you can get a large set and a small set out of this? I'm like, yeah, Bill, I can do that. So we moved that. And then the plan was for the third set to be a large set somewhere else. So the same thing had happened before in Zendikar. There's supposed to be large set, small set, then in a large place that was different. And the creative team didn't have enough people to build a second world at the time. So they said, what if we just have a major event happen? And that major event makes sense for the third set. And that was Rise of the Eldrazi. The Eldrazi get released. Things are so different, we can change all the mechanics. What we learned from that was that players were like, it's a little bit too different. We'd rather it was a little more similar. It wasn't anything like Zendikar at all. So this time we said, okay, we'll make the third set something which has a little bit of connectivity to it. And the creative team again said, look, we don't want to make a second whole world. What if we make a big event that's big enough that it justifies having a large set with mostly new mechanics? And that ended up being the freeing of the Hell Vault. That all these angels and demons were trapped in the Hell Vault, and it gets released, and Avacyn comes out, and she saves the day basically, and so the monsters are on the run. And so in order to do that, the other thing we realized is that we had some complaints last time that there wasn't enough connective tissue between them. So we said, okay, we're going to take one mechanic that showed up before and continue it. And we ended up doing Undying. We wanted something more for the monsters to do. We thought Undying was fun. So Undying carried over. But all the other mechanics in the set were brand new mechanics. I pitched at the time that maybe double face cards. I thought double face cards were really cool. But there was some nervousness. Well, I was a giant fan of double face cards. There were people that thought that, hey, it might not work. People might not like them. So, okay, let's hedge our bet. Let's not put them in the third set so that, if people don't like them, we're okay. And then the biggest complaint about Avacyn Restored is, where are the double face cards?
Thanks, Mark. And thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to Magic Untapped here on YouTube, and if you want to support us monetarily, we have a tip jar on Patreon if you want to throw $1 in there. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching.